Welcome to Hernando's Vinyl Hideaway vinyl community. Sort of updated my name a little bit on my channel, the name of my channel. Um, I put the word vinyl in between Hernando's Hideaway because um, if you don't search for my first and last name and you just type in Hernando's Hideaway, it doesn't actually, my channel doesn't actually come up. But if you type in Hernando's Hideaway Vinyl, then it will come up. So I thought, well, maybe if I put vinyl in the title, it'll make it come up. So I don't know. I mean, if you guys do a search and you don't find it, um, just go ahead and type in vinyl or Hernando's Vinyl Hideaway and see what happens. Cole, you're right in the way. It's my cat. He hears me talking, so then he has to come down here and be nosy. Hope this video is not too dark. When I press record, it gets a lot darker. I don't know why it does that. I guess if I'm not in a certain light setting, then it will do that. I have lights like all around me. So anyway, on to the vinyl. I don't think I made a video last week. Seems like according to the way Facebook, according to the way YouTube counts videos, said I hadn't made a video in 2 weeks. So I don't know how accurate that is, but anyway. And I don't think I've showed these first few CDs I'm going to show, but if I have, oh well, I'll show them again. I don't think I've showed these. The first one is The Doors singles. This is a new compilation, just came out, and it's in a digipack like this. It's 2 CDs, and it's basically all the US singles plus the B-sides. Featuring rare single versions from all the band's landmark studio albums. And then it also includes Light My Fire, the original mono single edit, The Unknown Soldier, original unique mono mix edit, and Love Me Two Times, original mono single edit. Original mono radio versions of their biggest hits, including Hello I Love You and Touch Me. So it has, the first disc has 26 tracks, and the second disc has 18 tracks. And a lot of these songs, not a lot of them, but a lot of the B-sides ones, I'll show that again, I haven't actually heard or haven't heard until I bought this. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, if you like the Doors, this would be a cool thing to get. And then I think I'd mentioned something about the Metallica box set, the Master of Puppets one, although they do have Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All box sets too, which I do not have those. So I thought I would just buy the deluxe version instead of the box set, mainly because it's cheaper, and it gives me enough, that to satisfy me until maybe if I ever get the box set. This is the Metallica deluxe version. It's 3 discs. The first disc is the album remastered. The second is riffs, demos, rough mixes, and interviews, which is 11 tracks. And then the third one is live from Damage Incorporated tour, which is 14 tracks. And years ago, when you couldn't get online and just look at anything you wanted, watch anything you wanted, I ordered a bootleg video of Metallica on the Master of Puppets tour in '86 from Nassau Coliseum when they were touring. They were opening for Ozzy. I had that on VHS, and I just watched that again last night. It's on YouTube now if you're interested in seeing it. And then I also picked this up, Les Baxter, The Pop Side, Collector's Music. I hadn't seen this before. It was at half price. So I'd go ahead and snag it and bag it. And that's what I did. So there you go. And then I also picked up the new Kiss calendar. I haven't been buying these consistently every year, but this one looked really cool because it looks like concert posters. So I thought it was really cool, so I went ahead and picked that one up. They had 2 different ones this year. They had one that looked like a record album. In other words, it was in a circle. And then they had this one, which I like this one better. because it looks like vintage. You know, I'm all about that stuff. Got a package in the mail. I think it was the day before yesterday. VCLT, I guess you could say. And for anyone new to the vinyl community, if you're not familiar with what VCLT is, it's a Vinyl Community Love Train. And someone had named it that a while back, and I think it was, I want to say that he lives in Illinois, and I can't pronounce his channel's name. And I don't know if he still makes videos. I haven't seen a video from him in a long time, but I think he was the one that coined the phrase VCLT. It's basically just a package that someone sends to you that is a member of the VCLT. It usually vinyl, not always vinyl, but usually. So anyway, I got a package. Me and Kat got a package from Dave and Jenny, which that's Deadite 83 and B-Sides. Look them up on YouTube. And they sent me the package, and I'll show. They sent some various things, but I'll show you the vinyl that they sent. The first one is the Crystal Light Body Workout by Linda Evans, still in the shrink wrap. And I didn't have this record. I don't even think I'd ever seen it, which is, you know, quite amazing that the people can send me records that I've never seen. This one has the whole the whole workout poster with it. I guess it's sort of like it's like this, yeah, just the whole poster. It's huge, man. And that's cool because I do actually collect workout records, I guess you could call them. And I didn't have the Linda Evans workout. I mean, the one you see the most, if you go to thrift stores a lot, is the Jane Fonda one. And then here's the vinyl. Looks like a brand new record, man. Just a cool looking record. But all records are cool looking. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one that isn't. So yeah, there's something. I mean, I wish I had space on my wall to hang this diagram up, because I would. But it's going back into the record. And then they also sent this, Pat Cooper, Spaghetti Sauce and Other Delights. I don't have this record. I had seen it online before, and I'm thinking, wow, that's probably really rare. You never see that. And they sent me one. And there's another one here on the back. Our hero, Pat Cooper, featuring Italian Wedding. But it's got Pepperoni Kid on here. Little Red Scooter. That's great. I guess it's like a comedy record. I think Pat Cooper is a comedian. But yeah, this was really cool. It's a takeoff on the Herb Albert Tijuana Brass Whipped Cream and Other Delights, if you don't know. And I have one. There's one right over there. I actually have probably 30 copies of that record. And the most amazing record that they sent is a record that I think the first time I'd seen it or was made aware of it was in Jenny's video. I don't know how far back. And it's like, oh my God, I got to find that record. So, you know, that sent me on the quest to look for it, hoping it would turn up at a thrift store. Not thinking that it really would. And then I think I got on Discogs. I think I got on Amazon. I think I got on eBay. And I don't remember ever seeing it listed anywhere for sale, or, you know, I just found information about it. But if you've ever watched the show from the 80s, The Facts of Life, great show. I love the show, and I really need to get those on DVD. Amazingly, surprisingly, I don't. I follow this person on Twitter and on Instagram and everything, and this album is called All Because of You, Lisa Whelchel. And she played Blair on Facts of Life. And I had no idea up to the point that I seen Jenny show this, that she had made a record. She might have made more than one, I'm not sure, but This one looks like it was like a kind that you check out from a library. It's from the Youth Ministry First Baptist Church, not to be recorded. They put a sticker on there that said that. And it has a song on here called Good Girl, which is an amazing song. I have that on my iPod. But when I seen this, and it even says not to be recorded on one side, and there's the Baptist Church thing on sticker on the other. But when I pulled this out and seen it, when I opened the package, it's like, oh my God. My girlfriend was sitting there, and neither one of us expected a package. And I definitely wouldn't have expected this in a package. So, Dave and Jenny, thank you very much. And Kat will probably, if she ever makes another video, she'll show some stuff that was in the package too. But thanks very much for that. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are staying warm. It's freezing here the past couple days, and I hate it. I hate wintertime. But thanks for the package, the VCLT, you might say. And then some other vinyl that I got that I picked up at, some of it was at a Goodwill and some of it was at half price, which seems to be the two places I go the most. This one was at Goodwill. It just looked interesting. Rat Pace Pacific. Assuming that it's probably jazz or a type of jazz. I don't know if that's the case. But the songs are, most of the songs are pretty good, pretty long in length. There's one song in here, it's called Improvisation. It's 12 minutes and 4 seconds. But it's piano, drums, guitar, and bass, so it's more likely a jazz thing. But it looked interesting, so. And then this one was one I'd never seen before. It's the Mystic Moods Orchestra. I have a bunch of their records. I thought I had them all until I seen this one. And the Mystic Moods Orchestra is a type of easy listening, I suppose. But it's sort of more experimental, I think, because they have like a lot of like sounds in between the songs, you know, as far as like a running, there's not dead space in between the tracks is what I'm trying to say. This one's called Clear Light by the Mystic Moods, and they dropped the orchestra part. This came out in 1973, and it's just a regular sleeve, which I don't think that's the sleeve, might be. So yeah, that was cool to find that. Let's see the track listing here. Conference of the Birds, Halo Around the Moon, Flame in the Well, Song of Peace and Love, Drifting Prophet, Kung Fu, Astral Trip. So yeah, that'll be cool to listen to that. And then I picked up a Command record I didn't have, Pop Special. I love the cover on these. I've said it numerous times, probably every time I show one. And this is not a gatefold, but it is on the Command label, which is sort of odd that it's not a gatefold record. Get back in the sleeve here. But it does have the inner sleeve, which is pretty cool. I don't think a lot of those have that inner sleeve like that. As a lot of the other ones that they offer here. The Bongos one, that one's really good. But they're all good. I just watched a clip of Tony Mottola, I think it was, talking about Enoch Light. Found the video on YouTube. I posted it recently. Can I get this back in here? I posted it recently on my Cool and Strange Music Magazine group on Facebook, so you can go over there and watch it. And then this one looked really interesting. 3 of his, Let's Talk About the Good Times. This one came from half price. And I looked through every single dollar record that they had that day, which I don't normally do because there's quite a few of them now. And they almost always have the same thing. It's like never anything different. But since I looked through all of them, I actually found some stuff that was pretty cool, at least by my standards. This is cool. And then this one too was $1. That one was 99 cents, and this one was $1. Behind the Barricade, James Young. It could be a relation of mine, I'm not sure. But he sort of looks like me, doesn't he? Maybe. If I had a skirt. I'm assuming this is a comedy record. Looks like an import by the way the sleeve is. So, yep, the gas meter man. And then this one too, It's Great to Be Young, recorded live in Ireland at the Group Theatre in Belfast. That's James Young as well. He's the one on the bench there, looking like Mrs. Doubtfire, I suppose. There's the back. Sort of cool and strange. You know, you've heard me say it a million times. So yeah, this ought to be sort of interesting. It's on Emerald Records. Green label. Do I look good in green? It's in a Joan Baez sleeve for some reason. But that's, you know, it's better than this sleeve, I suppose. I mean, I think a lot of these sleeves are probably not really beneficial to the record one way or the other. I prefer sleeves in my records, but there's been times where at thrift stores I have actually, you know, if the record doesn't have sleeves, I will search through the records that's there and get a sleeve for it. And the last one here is the New Beatles Songbook, Holly Ridge Strings. And this one is a different cover of the one that I have, of the first one that was that Stu Phillips had did. So I don't think this is the same one. I think it's a different one with different songs. But I have to check the other one for the track listing. In other words, I'd never seen this on Capitol. Same labels, the Beatles. And I think this has the right sleeve with it, it appears to. But yeah, I seen that. It's like, well, that's cool for $1. Because I think these are sort of a collector's item. And I don't mean worth a lot of money. I'm just saying, you know, it's stuff that people collect because it's a Beatles-related thing. I think that's my third or fourth. Actually, I think it's my third Beatles one, and then it's probably my sixth or eighth one by the Holly Ridge Strings. But, well, thanks for watching and subscribing. Please subscribe. And it's really cold. It's really cold because my Hernando's Hideaway is, the vinyl Hideaway is in the basement. And you know how basements are in the summertime, so imagine how they are in the wintertime. I'm sure people out there know if you have a basement. Thanks for watching, and stay warm, and we'll see you